So, hello, how are you all? I've just somehow made it. I don't know how. It's so I don't know if everything's set up. I hope it is. We have Aero Club and Paul from Rossi from Sven, Cleonium, Bambino, Racing Oops. Heidet, Monac, Drucker, Malloy, Ishtar, Boomer, Tickhood, Halu Palu, Wilt, Ross, Thorn, Yalma, and Sorukaya, and it's about to go. The race is about to go underway. So, Iron Lights. Well, Belgium Grand Prix. Hopefully it's going to be a good one. I've just made it to my house in time. And it's a good start for the club, actually. Oh, there's a big crash. Big Mercedes. Oh my god. Who's that? It's Malaumi. He's gone off. And it's a virtual safety car even before we made it to turn 1. And so many 5-second time penalties for the mini characters. Let's see. This will allow a big crash. Let's see the penalties. Which will out to be considered. That's just how it is, I guess. So, virtual safety car is ending. I mean, it has ended. Now, the race is back underway. Rossi's down to P3. He has been overtaken by Sven. Aero Cloud is in P1 at the moment. Now, we are on lap 2. We already have one DNF, that's Malaumi, crashing out into turn 1, or before turn 1. I think there's going to be a big penalty race. It's really unfortunate for all the guys that have 5-second penalties. And the glitch is here. Wilt in the pit lane has to change his wing. Okay, that's clearly interesting because he is, I think, P2 in the championship. Aero Cloud has had a penalty last weekend. So winning this one would be crucial for him. And as he has Sven separating him and Rossi, he, I think, can make up some ground. But Aero Cloud and Sven, both on like 50% DRS, they are well into 8th gear and they're still using it. And Rossi is on 60%. He was on 90 coming in, so he's also used it quite a bit. He will have the DRS of Sven, the winner of the sprint league race. He was put in a Renault. The tier 2 leader has been put in a Renault. Let that sink in. That's really shocking. Was using his DRS. He's really catching up. Yeah, Ishtar going through the moves. It's still too wide. Alopalo and Boomer. Alopalo ahead of Boomer, but crucially Ishtar ahead of both of them. There's a yellow flag. Yeah. Might be. Third gear in the penalty. Maybe spun. Bambino is in P4. Also pretty consistent, I'd say. Bambino has some races that absolutely make you fall off your chair. I remember season 4 Brazil, where he lapped the whole field with his masterclass strategy. Now only 7/10 of Rossi. So the top 4 in one DRS train. Oh, Sven has to go defensive. Go back onto the racing line. Rossi has caught up. Trocker with the fastest lap. In his Haas. The field is split up into the main group, those who haven't crashed, and into those who have crashed and have quit already. Like Wilt, 44 seconds off the nearest one, and he's on the hearts. He's probably going to the end. Rossi might actually catch up a bit more, end up going for a move and just win. Oh, he's really close here, half a second. A big lockup from Rossi. I'm on board. This might get really spicy. Here, AO Cloud has broken the DRS train. So, for AO Cloud, Sven can only help him the longer he holds Rossi back. But Rossi using his overtake mode and goes fast. And in the next year's game, with rich mode not existing anymore, DRS management will be crucial, and with Rossi having 29% or Bambino having 10-15%, it's going to be really hard. Sometimes you also got to think about the long game. Rossi now 1.1 behind AO Cloud. Now the gap is under 1 second. Yes. Might be a good battle. We're on lap 5 out of 22 of this Belgium race. Rossi's using all of his ERS. He wants the DRS. That's clear. He has 3%, 1%. Will Rossi have the DRS? He will. But if AO Cloud pushes now, Rossi might not have DRS into the camel straight. 1 second, just about. Does Rossi have DRS? That's the question. No, he doesn't. Rossi doesn't have ERS and doesn't have DRS. So 1% ERS, really not good. No management going on here. Neo Cloud sitting on 25. 1.1 ahead. Storm. Really close to Boomer. Boomer, yeah, nothing to say about Boomer. Consistently out of the top 10 qualifying, and in race he just gets the position somehow. He's rigging this all. We're on lap 6. We expect the leaders to pit on about lap 7 or 8. Yellow flag. Oh, what has happened here? Through Buon, it's a virtual safety car. The guys now can pit, actually, if they want. What has happened to Ticket? Boomer into the pits, taking this free pit stop. What has happened here? Oh, he spun! Oh, he spun on the curb, and probably spun on the curb and then was yeeted into the wall. Big crash, big crash. Virtual safety car. Wilt. If this were, oh, Rossi drives for a penalty for speeding under the safety car. This is big. Rossi with a drive-through penalty under the safety car. This is absolutely massive. For the championship, for the race, for everything. And with this pit lane not being small, or not being that fast, it's going to be quite a long drive-through. If you get a drive-through in Canada, it's not as dramatic as if you get a drive-through in Belgium. Air Cloud can now breathe a bit. Rossi not setting the drive-through right away. Oh, Bambino pits. Swen also pits. Heide and Twanak also pit. Oh! Twanak has hit Heide coming into the pit lane. And he has lost a bit of his ring. Will he change it now? Oh, he firstly had a penalty to serve. Yes, he's changing his ring. He's off. Down to P12. Boomer will overtake him. Will he overtake Heide? That's the question. This is going to be close here between the two Alfa Romeos. No, he won't. Can Swan and Mabino undercut Aero Cloud? That's the question. And where will Rossi end up with his pit stop and his drive-through? So he first needs to serve his drive-through and then he needs to do his pit stop. So I think this is the lap he's going to go in for the drive-through. And the next lap he's going to do his pit stop. Aero Cloud is pitting. Rossi now actually might exit ahead of Cloud with his drive-through and then just hold him up for a lap and help Sven. So Rossi out in P2 behind Ishta. Storm and Yalo, this might be a good overtake. Maybe they touch. Oh, Ross saves the spin. This could have been that. Stays just behind Yalo. Will Ishta help Rossi and let him by, or clear him slipstream or do something? Well, the undercuts onto Aero Cloud hasn't really worked from Sven. Sven now passing Ross into Blanchimon. He's ahead. Oh, Sector 2 yellow flag. Is it Sankaya? It was Sankaya. And Rossi now finally in for his stop, for his real stop. Onto mediums for 12 laps. Aero Cloud. Will he go for a move maybe? No, they're already. They have already done the camel straight. The next opportunity would be Blanchimont for Aero Cloud. Oh, Aero Cloud not as stable there on the curb, and so he kind of retires. And Aero Cloud into P1. Bus stop chicane. Yalo, Swen, everyone here bunching up behind. Hello, Palu. Big Bambino as well. When we'll have DRS, we'll use ERS side by side with Yalo. And into turn 5 they go. Sven is ahead. Well, the Bambino touched the wall here. Is still there. So it's not. Clear Neon behind Ross Storm. Rossi in P10 still getting that 1 point. Clear Neon goes for a dive bomb. Here, maybe to 10-1. Swen also wanting to get ahead of his teammate. Bambino really close to the Alo. Needs to make a move here. I think he lifted there. Bambino. Alu Palu. And after Alu Palu, Swen will be the next real target for Bambino. And AO Cloud has a gap of about 5 seconds. Palu pitch, not yet. Bambino, I think we'll have him into the chicane in turn 5. Already side by side and ahead goes Bambino. Up into... Oh, Dwanak has retired from the session in the pit lane. The 4th DNF today. Big Bambino will have the DRS actually now onto Swen. Clear Neon on Alu Palu as well. Ishta finally pits. Swen is in P2 now. Bambino will have the DRS. Does he have enough DRS for it to make a pass? Swen has more. Goes defensive. Will pick up marbles. Now Bambino goes to the inside for some reason. Bambino maybe this time round will have a better run up the hill. As Alopalo and Yahalo finally did. Values with DRS. We went 40% DRS. We'll just close in by a bit, I think. We'll be on 3/10 the gap. And I think Aero Cloud here running pretty good. Will he actually take the lead in the championship? He will get 25 points, which will put him at, where is the Aero Cloud? He's 5th. He has 58. That will put him at 83 points. Rossi has 89, so P2. With Yalo not getting more than Aero Cloud, and Wilt being P14. Rossi's only 6 points ahead. Oh no, Rossi's also scoring some points. So Aero Cloud will have 83 and Rossi will have 89 plus 8. 97. Makes sense. If Rossi, of course, stays in P6. We're on lap 16 out of 22. 6 laps to go. Ross Storm has made a move onto Boomer into the bus stop. And Boomer, being an admin, will just say, let's ban Ross Storm. And Ross Storm will be banned. And then we can also close our Discord stonks section because Ross Storm is our crypto advisor, you can say. As Clear Niem also joins this battle for P2. Aero Cloud with the fastest lap, getting that 1 extra point. Let's go on board. Oh, Alopalo and Boomer. Alopalo down the inside into the bus stop. Makes the move. The reigning Tier 4 champion making a move onto Boomer. He's reigning the lead. Big Bambino 7/10 of Sven and Clearnium 7/10 of Bambino, so not really a good gap to be able to make a move. Honest. Rocker with a 3-second time penalty. Neum now 4/10 to Bambino, and Bambino will not have the DRS. Maybe a move be done here. Neum will have the overspeed, he can actually light off the ERS now. And Neum up into P3 with a slight lockup here. Next year the lockups will be quite harsh and the brake balance will have to be at like 56-57%. You don't lock up the rears. The new tire model will probably make the strategies and the wear more realistic. Can he get P2 in this race? 4 laps to go once Aero crosses the line. No, 4 laps to go. Neon will have the DRS. Sven is using ERS. Be real close. Was he in the 1 second window? He was. He will have the DRS actually. Clearnium will have his rear wing open and will be able to close in a bit onto Sven. Oh, penalty for Neum. He has taken the corner bad. I think it's Puon. Or, yeah, Puon probably. And has run wide, and now he has a 3-second time penalty, which should actually confirm the P2 for Sven, and potentially the P3 for Bambino. Good weekend for Williams. Rossi P6 really couldn't do anything about racing through PT today. Racing Lyft, I don't know. But I guess Rossi will still get P5 because of the penalty. We're on lap 20 out of 22. Yeah, Cloud with an 11-second gap. Really good race from him. Good race from him. No real movement here. We are really close to Sven now. As the Cloud has started the last lap, and I think it's fair to go on board with them for one last time. First, this one out. Maybe we see some more. Done. And Liam will go down inside and will make the move. And we'll go into P2 on track. It's at a purple first sector. But he will need a miracle to stay on the podium. As Aero Cloud for the last time about to enter sector 3. I'm really pushing, to be fair. 1.2 seconds the gap. 2 seconds the Bambino might get a podium maybe. Aero Cloud about to cross the line. He will finish P1. He will win this race in Belgium. He will be the Tier 2 Belgian Grand Prix winner, as Clearnium will get a 2.2 second gap. 1.9 in the end. P2 on track, but Sven and Bambino jump in. It's Sven P2, Bambino P3. Rossi jumping racing UPT for P5. He's in P6. Heide in P7. On track, but will be overtaken by Ishta. Who will be P7 then, Heide P8, Yalo and Ross P9 and P10. Rounding out the points, finishes. Then we have Alu Palu and Boom at P11, P12, Trocker and Wilt about to finish in P13 and P14. And the DNFs for today will be Twanak and Sarikaya and Take You, UHD and Malayui. Malayui with a big snap of lowest here coming out of starting the race. Lost all the traction and he is out of the race. Wilt do some donuts for us. Do some donuts, please. Oh, he's straight lining the chicane. He's into the wall. He's DNFing. Amazing. And this has been ALR Belgium in season 6. Quite a good one. Aero Cloud winning the race in front of Sven and his teammate Bambino in P3. Quite good race to be fair. So the grid for one last time: Aero Cloud, Swin, Bambino, the top three, then Clearnium and Rossi before MP5. Racing UPT, Ishta, Heide and Yalo and Rostorm rounding out the points finishes. Then Alupalo, Boomer and Shrocker and Wilt is still classified, the non-points finishes, and the DNFs are Twanex, Arikaya, TQ, HD and Malaumi. That was it, dear ladies and gentlemen, for ALR Season 6 in Belgium. Next week we are heading to Italy, I believe, to Monza, to the Temple of Speed, and if we get a faster VSC or a safety car at the Temple of Speed than we got it here, I'm going to be pretty amazed. Until then, I'm wishing you a good night and a good week. See you next week. Bye.